The great beach battle was over. The echoes of clashing shells and the cries of the wounded had faded into the past, leaving behind a haunting silence. The Clams, once a timid folk, had proven their strength. They had stood together, shoulder to shoulder, or rather, shell to shell, against a formidable enemy. With the help of the mighty oysters, they had pushed back the invading cockle horde. The alliance between clams and oysters had been a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. Peace, however, is a fragile thing. It can be shattered in an instant, like a delicate shell underfoot. The calm that now enveloped the beach was a welcome respite, but it was tinged with the knowledge of what had been lost. The scars of war remained, etched deep in the sand and the hearts of the victors. Each broken shell told a story of bravery and sacrifice, a testament to the fierce battle that had raged here. The Clams, now heroes of their own tale, knew this victory was only a prelude. They had won the battle, but the war for their survival was far from over. They had tasted fear, felt the sting of loss. The memories of fallen comrades weighed heavily on their hearts, a constant reminder of the price of freedom. But they had also discovered courage, the kind that blooms in the face of overwhelming odds. This newfound bravery was a flame that burned brightly within them, guiding their every move. They rebuilt their homes, their shells a little harder, their digging a little faster. Each burrow they created was a symbol of resilience, a promise to never give up. They knew the sea, like life, rarely stays calm for long. The waves would rise again, and with them, new challenges. But the Clams were ready, their spirits unbroken, their resolve unshaken. A shadow fell upon the beach, darker than any storm cloud. The Mussels had arrived, their presence casting an ominous pall over the once serene shore. The air was thick with tension, as if the very atmosphere could sense the impending doom. Their army, vast and relentless, crawled across the sand like a black tide. Each mussel moved with purpose, their collective advance a testament to their unyielding determination. The beach, once a place of peace, now echoed with the sound of their march. Leading them were the fearsome sea turtles, their shells studded with spikes, their eyes burning with cold fury. These formidable creatures were the vanguard of the invasion, their presence alone enough to strike fear into the hearts of any who oppose them.
The clam village will fall. Prepare for conquest. The Mussel General's voice was a chilling promise of the devastation to come.
Word of the Mussel advance spread like wildfire through the clam community. The once bustling village was now a hive of frantic activity as the clams prepared for the inevitable onslaught. Panic bloomed, a stark contrast to the newfound confidence they had cultivated. The Clams, who had recently celebrated a period of peace and prosperity, now faced a threat unlike any they had ever encountered. The Mussels were a different breed of enemy. Organized, ruthless, and driven by an insatiable hunger for conquest. Their strategy was meticulous, their execution flawless. They moved as one, a well-oiled machine of destruction. Their advance was relentless, crushing everything in their path. The Clams knew that their only hope lay in unity and resilience, but even that seemed a distant dream in the face of such overwhelming force. The Clam elders, their faces etched with deep worry, gathered for a crucial council. Their hard-fought victory against the cockles now felt like a distant, fading memory.
We cannot fight this alone. The Mussels are far too strong.
A collective fear and anxiety settled over the council. Their gaze turned towards the distant horizon, to the rocky outcrop where the oysters resided. A lone clam, young and swift, bravely volunteered for the perilous journey. He carried the weight of his people's hope and dreams on his shell. He sped across the seabed, the echo of the Mussels' relentless advance spurring him onward. The fate of the Clams, their hard-won peace, rested on his small, determined shoulders. The oyster elder listened intently, his single eye filled with wisdom and concern, reflecting the weight of countless tides and the stories of the deep. The plight of the Clams was dire, their shells cracked and spirits broken, yet the oysters were weary from the previous battle, their once gleaming shells now dull and scarred. Their strength, formidable as it was, had its limits. They had fought bravely, but the ocean's challenges were relentless. Just as hope began to dwindle, the light of the deep seemed to fade. A gentle current carried a new voice to their ears, a whisper of change and possibility.
The mussels are a plague upon the sea, spreading their influence and consuming everything in their path.
From the depths of the ocean, a school of jellyfish emerged, their movements graceful and purposeful. their forms shimmering with an otherworldly light that illuminated the dark waters. They were the guardians of the deep trenches, protectors of the ancient secrets and the delicate balance of the ocean's depths. And the mussels, in their insatiable greed, had ravaged their homes, leaving destruction in their wake. The jellyfish, driven by vengeance and a sense of justice, offered their aid. They moved with a purpose, their bioluminescence a beacon of hope in the dark waters, ready to restore balance and protect their home.